I fuck him, I'm a flubber. We so wet like plumber, orange, spicy like sriracha. Baddest bitch up on his roster. Sex game proper, give me dates with steaks and lobsters. Y'all motherfuckers ain't ready. Tearing up the slab in a red box Chevy. Pills like dope, smoke like dope. Took me to the mall and bought me Christian Loeb. When I'm on top, I make his head spin. Call me out my name when we sexin'. Hey, red skin, cold hearted. Time is money, probably need to start charging ya. I'm the bitch right here, bitch right here. 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 Y'all ain't really living what you rapping. I'm the real boy's captain. I really got it. Y'all be acting. Got him hoping and wishing I give him some action. Y'all better ask these boys. What? I ain't laying with them. They wanna be trying to get in my jeans. Get back, you couldn't hit if you was me. Curve game strong, call it Hercules. Money making machine. I'm getting coins, Chuck E. Cheese. Wait, heard y'all bitches was looking for me. Here I go, who she thinks she bad? Girl, stop telling me what I know. They keep telling me that I'm off cause I don't talk enough. But y'all still ain't none cause y'all talk too much. Shut up. I'm the bitch right here, bitch right here. 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 I'm the bitch right here, bitch right here.
What's good? It's your boy, Little Holla Man, Dallas View, in the radio show, Dallas View Media Group. We are back again, one more week, doing our damn thing. I'm sitting by somebody so fine. She's so sweet. Candy.
Hey, what's up?
What's up with it? Fit like Candy, or Candace, you know what I'm saying? She came to kick it with us this week and hang out and look all extra pretty. I can't even look at her. I got to look at the cameras, you know what I'm talking about? This is getting ridiculous, you know what I'm talking about? Ridiculous. Nah, but this is somebody who's done some things that are really unique.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that you coming to kick it with us this week and hanging out and such. You know what I'm talking about? The song we just got through hearing, you know what I'm saying? That's yours, isn't it?
Yes.
When is that actually dropping?
That is dropping on March 6th, this Friday.
Okay, this Friday. You're right, you showed this right, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to chime in talking about, ooh, who is that? Nah, get off my line, cuz. You know what I'm talking about? Get off my line, cuz I'm busy, cuz I'm talking, cuz. You know what I'm talking about? But so we're dropping on March 6th, huh?
Yeah, March 6th.
Already, so all major platforms?
Yes, all major platforms.
Yes.
There you go.
Video?
Yes, we have video coming as well.
It's all dropping.
So yeah, I mean, video's not dropping on March 6th. We are still preparing for the release date for the music video, but for sure the audio will be on all digital platforms. So we're super excited for it.
Nice. You know what I'm saying? So what made you lead with that one? I mean, I know why I like to listen to it. I mean, but what made you lead with that one?
Honestly, I think it was like a team effort. I think that was just the song that everybody agreed that, okay, this is a street single. This is what we're running with. You know, everybody was on board with that particular record. So that's why we went for it.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I actually like the fact when I was listening to it, I didn't feel like you was, how should I say this so eloquently, gobbling cocks and doing something strange for change and and all that fly shit that's going on these days. I appreciate that.
I'm glad you appreciate that, but like, you know,
don't get me wrong. I like a good cock gobbler. Don't get me wrong. Like gobble, baby.
Like,
but I'm just saying, like, I don't want to hear about it, like, you know, because I mean, this is something that gets played. Like, if it picks up, it gets put on the radio. Kids get to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we get to hear repetitively. Like, I mean, it's cool to know like in private that you're doing your thing, but like, like, yeah, she sucks. All right, she licks ass. All right, that's
Yeah.
like, it's like, come on now. Like, I mean, advertising is one thing, but just putting it out there, like,
Right.
So I like the way that you went with this one, and it was kind of, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
something that that you wouldn't mind having around your kids. So,
Right. Yeah, for sure.
like
for
that.
sure.
So what was the inspiration behind it? Because I mean, you really could have, you know what I'm saying, went left with that.
So this was really all of my dad / my producer / my manager's idea.
Shout out to
Miss-
Pops.
Mr. Lee.
Nice.
Yeah, he came to me with the idea. He called me and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I have a record in mind." He literally thinks about stuff at night when he sleeps. He wakes up and he just like thinks about stuff. Like that's
How's
just
it
how he
feeling?
is. And then he told me to come to the studio and he just boom made this record, and he was like, "All right, go rap."
Shout out to
And I
Mr.
did.
Lee.
So that's how the record came about.
How'd you end up bumping into Mr. Lee?
Oh my gosh, that's a hilarious story. Okay, so prior to me moving to Dallas, I was living in Houston, Texas, and
Houston.
yeah, I did a few things in Houston in entertainment, and then I started taking my music career very seriously, and I reached out to a couple of people, and Mr. Lee was one of those people.
All right, don't worry about it.
Sorry. Yeah, Mr. Lee was one of those people, and I actually DM'd him on Instagram, and I was like, "Hey, you know, how much for a record or a track or whatever, a beat?" And he was like, he gave me his price, and then I was like, "Okay, well, I actually want to collab with you." So he was like, "Okay." Cool, and he gets those kind of questions all the time,
Right.
especially on social media.
Right.
So he wasn't like paying any attention to me. Like he didn't go to my page, anything. Like at first he thought I was a boy. It's funny when he tells the story. Yeah. So he didn't think I was serious, but I was like, yeah, I want to come to Dallas, and I was like, I'll come today if we can collab. Like it's Mr. Lee, like you know what I mean. So I was like, I gotta go, you know. And he was like, okay, well, just come tomorrow. So I was like, okay, went to sleep, boom. Woke up the next day, caught a flight, and when I told him I was on my way, he was like, oh, shit, like, she's serious. Yeah. So he looked at my Instagram, he was like, oh, this is a girl.
Yeah.
And so I get there, and he was like, okay, and we were going through beats, and then he was like, actually, I have a track for you. So I was like, okay. And, you know, we did that track. He told me to write to that record right then and there. So I wrote to it, put a verse down, and then he told me to get a hotel and then come back to the studio the next day and then write the second verse and put it down. So I wrote the second verse at my hotel, came back the next day, put the verse down, and then after that, we exchanged numbers. He told me to send me more of my music. That night at like 8 o'clock, he texted me and he was like, your stuff is dope.
Yeah.
I'm going to call you tomorrow. And then he called me tomorrow and he asked me to be his artist. So
Nice.
that's how it happened.
So there's not too many females on that label, is there?
No, actually, I'm the first one. Yeah.
Nice. I just wanted to hear you say that.
Yeah.
I let you say that one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean that's a real strong thing to be able to say from both the artist and the production standpoint, is that they believe in a female artist that strongly. And like I said, I mean this is a track that you're leading with right now, and it's a fairly positive track. I'm not gonna sit up there and say that, because people can always pick something out of it and make it worse than what it is. But you know what I'm saying, there's shit that's 20 times worse out there that's getting hella play. So I'm hoping that this one actually picks up and people actually, you know what I'm saying, get on it. Plus, hopefully Mystical hear it and be like, yo, I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That would be. So let's back up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So are you from the H, or did you just migrate from the H to Dallas?
So I am from a lot of places. I was born in Tampa, Florida, and then it was crazy because I lived in Tampa for like 3 months, and I moved to Alaska. Yeah, right? It's like, okay, so I was a military rat. And like my parents separated. It's like a big mess or whatever. I got daddy issues and shit. So like I moved to Illinois, and then I moved to Alabama, back to Illinois, then I moved to North Dakota, I was in Arkansas for a minute. Then I moved to Houston, and then now Dallas.
Okay.
So I would say I'm from Illinois because that's where I went to high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where I like spent most of my time. So Illinois would kind of be where I'm like from. I don't know.
All right. So what part of Illinois?
Okay.
Because I know it's probably.
Don't say what I think you're gonna say. Everybody says when people are like, "Oh, you're from Illinois. You're from Chicago," and I'm like, "No, that's not the only freaking city in Illinois."
No, I mean there's like Naperville. I think it's Naperville. There's a couple other places too. That you know what I'm saying that are. I mean they're mildly known. I mean they're not Chicago, but you know what I'm saying, people know.
I live 6 hours away from Chicago. It's in a small town called O'Fallon, Illinois. It's like
I've seen it on a map before.
Really? Yeah. It's like southern Illinois. It's right outside of St. Louis, Missouri.
Right.
Yeah. So like if you're familiar with SIUC, Carbondale, like out there, it's like a big party school out there.
Okay.
We're close to Carbondale.
Okay.
Like southern Illinois. Yeah.
So all right. So you consider yourself from a small part of Illinois. Is that like your favorite place that you've lived, or is that
no?
Like, where's your favorite place?
Oh my gosh, my favorite place I've lived. Wow, that's a hard one. I would have to say either Alabama or Houston.
So are you like what part of the military? Is it Air Force or is it?
Yeah, Air Force. Why you just guess Air Force like that?
Well, first of all,
I could be Army or something.
When you said Alabama, right?
Yeah.
One. I've been to the base down there, of course.
But there's a lot of bases.
Well, I don't remember.
What
exactly
base?
What
city?
Base.
Look, I'm asking.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Montgomery, Maxwell.
Yeah,
Maxwell Air Force Base.
Yeah.
That's where I used to like. Yeah, Maxwell is lit. We used to be lit. The bowling alley, those cheeseburgers were fire.
Yep. See?
At the bowling alley, yeah.
See, I brought back all our memories right then. Yeah.
All that.
But yeah, like
I had my first kiss on Maxwell Air Force Base.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Fun fact.
You want to give his name out?
No. Absolutely not.
So what was you saying? Like, what was like being a military brat, if you will?
It was cool. It was really cool. Like, especially when we lived on base, like because base was like, it was like base. It was like safe. You know what I mean? So like, the parents.
You don't understand until like you've been on the base. Like you just have to spend like a couple of days on the base, and then you're like, okay, yeah.
Like the kids be wilding, like, cause it's just like the parents don't give a. They just let the kids do whatever. Like it was, I felt like I was like living on my own. Like we just got to just kick it.
And fam, I was in Alabama, bro. Like I got I got pulled over like 20 minutes outside of leaving the base. It was like, yo, and I had my ex-girlfriend and two of her friends. We were going to get their prom stuff because I went down there to go to her prom.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? They pulled us the fuck over, talking about I'm pimping and all this other
pimping.
Shit. I'm like, first of all, I look nothing like of the sort, the kind of guy that would do such
and those be the ones that don't look like it.
I don't know about
those be the worst ones.
I don't know about all that.
Undercover pimps.
I don't know what pimp really just run around in a, you know what I'm saying, Argyle tie. Like that's just I didn't think that was pimp stature, but maybe I was wrong. I know pimping was Argyle and Argyle was pimping, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I understand like how drastic contrasts it could be, you know what I'm saying, being on that base and being off that base, just being there for a couple of days.
Right.
So like, you know, what is something that's misconstrued about that lifestyle?
About military brats? Mm-hmm. I haven't really heard. I don't know. I don't really.
Spot on. Like.
Well, I mean, like, what are some things that people say?
I mean, first of all, like, do you really consider yourself a brat? Do you really consider military brats? Like, I mean, are y'all worse than preachers' kids? Like,
no, preachers. Come on now. Everybody knows preachers' kids. Like,
PKs get it in, bro. They do. They get it in. You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah, I mean, preachers' kids. I don't know them motherfuckers.
It's the military. Like, even their kids get a pass on some things, you know. So it get kind of wild.
I think this isn't like a. Like military brats or whatever, we have to adapt to change.
Mhm.
So I think that's something that's like helped me out in life a lot.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that from, my father being in the Air Force and us moving around. Like I'm able to just get up and just dip and
Yeah.
like be okay with it because I grew up like that,
So does it? Do you feel like it's hard to set roots anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to keep find friends and just open up to people. Like it's hard. That's hard for sure.
I
Yeah.
can dig it. I mean, I can see how it would make it hard to take life. Like, do you feel like it's hard to take life seriously as far as relationships go with people? Because I can see how it could. I would say.
No, I just think it takes me longer to like give someone that trust.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean,
To just really
You have to-
just
you have to really
genuinely
work
open
on
up
it.
to somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's difficult for me for real,
okay.
and that's messed me up a lot. Ooh,
Look,
my bad.
these are sensitive mics,
I know. I'm sorry.
and they like to touch.
I'm sorry. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you can. Well, we're not worried about all that. We
My
chilling.
bad.
So you know what I'm saying? What is one thing that you've taken from the military life that you've transitioned in your music? I'm focusing on your music now, but we'll get into the other stuff later 'cause
Right.
it seems like it'd be a lot more fun to talk about. Than
One thing that I took from the military that I've transferred into my I don't know. I guess like I just said, adapting to change. Like that's I don't know, that's the main thing for me. Just having to move around a lot, and in this industry you have to move around a lot. You have
That's
to be
true.
willing and able to do that,
and be able to manage your schedule while doing such a thing. So, like that's what I would think that would be kind of the thing that would be taken from my stepdad was part of the Army. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
he
really?
Was, and yeah, he was one of the guys who had to drive the Marines to the shit. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Oh
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? His schedule game is like,
On
and
it.
we're like, I'm pretty on.
Oh,
it.
like very organized and
Well, you make sure that you meet your times and you try to meet your dates.
right,
You know what I mean? And try to keep up as many appointments as possible.
right.
And that kind of helps a lot of things move along, as far as building.
Yeah, for
So-
sure, for sure.
But yeah, anyway, so I was looking at your Instagram and
Yes.
I noticed that you were a cheerleader
Yeah.
for the NFL.
Bang, motherfucking bang. Yeah.
Nice. So what team or teams?
Oh, I did that one time. I cheered.
One time.
I cheered for the Texans last year, the
Shout
Houston
out.
Texans. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Dang.
Yeah. I mean, this is cowboy country, so I feel you over there. You know what I'm saying, in the stands. I'm just gonna shout out, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Houston.
Yeah. Shout out to the Texans.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Texans. Shout out to Coach Casey. Shout out to Coach Alto.
So how'd you come across that? One
Oh
time?
man, that one time. Okay, so actually, it was something. Okay, I was really big into like the cheer world, the gymnastics world. I was actually prior to doing any kind of cheerleading, I was a competitive gymnast, like really competitive gymnast. So I was like, I don't know, I won state titles. Like I was like really good at it. And then I moved to cheerleading because I got this crazy mental block. And I cheered in high school, I cheered in college. And when I moved to Houston, it was like, oh my gosh, the Texans cheerleaders, like, that's cool. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll try out one day. So it took me 3 years to finally like get the courage to just go and do it. But it's something that I always wanted to do. I never thought that I would actually make the team, but because there's girls that try out 3, 4, 5, 6 years and never make it. And I tried out the first year and I made the team. I don't know how that happened.
Scratch that off the bucket
I have no idea how that happened.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a blessing.
Yeah, it was. But I had some
Coaching?
not coaching. There was, I was a minority, so it helped me out.
Okay.
That helped me out.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So in the gymnast world, is that kind of like a crutch to be a minority? Or
I
a
think
a hindrance?
it depends. Like for the Texans, I think it was. you know, there's not a lot of us to pick from. There's 800 girls trying out. There might be 10 of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, ooh, like one of us got to get picked. You know
Hopefully.
what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never talked to a cheerleader before.
Yeah.
You know, somebody who's been on a professional field before. So I was like, yeah, let me
Yeah,
ask a
it
few
was
questions.
definitely an experience. It was a great experience. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's, you know, I got the pictures as on my resume. You know, it was. I met a lot of people. The girls were awesome. You know, I kind of learned a little bit of choreography. I'm still trash, but we're working on it.
Okay. I mean, as long as you can admit it, right? Like, I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, is that like how hard of a transition was it from cheerleading to, you know what I'm saying, at that level?
Okay. So gymnastics to cheerleading was easy. Like when I was in high school, and collegiate cheer was different. Like high school cheer is different than collegiate cheer. High school cheer is like kind of like competitive, and then collegiate is really showy. You're just smiling, you know, just like, you know what I mean?
Like, my nigga, we made it.
Yeah, facts, like for real.
Right.
And so like when you go from cheer gymnastics in high school, it's competitive, so you're just tumbling, doing all these flips, so it's easy. Like anybody can make team if you were like competitive gymnast, that's easy. And same thing with college cheer, you know, it's very showy, but you're also doing a lot of tumbling and, you know, a lot of athletic stuff. Not saying professional isn't athletic,
Right.
but when you get to the professional level,
Okay.
there's not a lot of like acrobatic things going on. It's a lot of dancing, it's a lot of hair flips, a lot of turns on your tippy toes.
I did notice that.
And you
Hair
know,
flips.
those kind of little, you know, jazzy steps. So me going from being a hardcore powerful tumbler to like a ballerina, that was very difficult for me.
Feel you.
That was
Feel you.
very difficult. Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can definitely see the change. Well, you know what I'm saying, because it would seem like being a gymnast would be harder from sight, because it seems like the regiment would be more difficult, and things like that. But I mean, what's the age limit on a gymnast? I don't know what the age limit on a gymnast is.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say there's an age limit, but I know there's some gymnasts out in foreign countries that are like 28, 30 doing gymnastics. Me personally, no.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do that. But, like, I think people kind of slow down around, there's collegiate gymnasts, 22, 23, you know. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer to that.
No, I mean that's like I'm only asking because, like, well, you've been a part of that world.
I
And,
stopped at
mean,
11.
Like football players sometimes go until like they're 40.
Yeah,
right?
no, hell no.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that for the, you know what I'm saying, for the cheerleader. But I'm not
Especially
saying,
at that level.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody about to be doing double backs off a beam at 40.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I can't see it.
Men, it might be different for men though.
No, bro. No. At 40? Oh, I thought you said men. No, bro, not.
I think there are some older like men though.
I mean,
that
there's some
do
older men who are probably still practicing to keep their limberness together. Or
I could do a backflip still.
you are one of the few.
I could do a backflip still.
I did a backflip one time. I landed in the hole, broke my arm, and I never tried it again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Would you like no
I did-
hands or hands?
No, I did off Cadillac. I did it with no hands. Yeah. I did off
Wait,
Cadillac.
with hot concrete?
Oh yeah. Well, see, I did it.
You've
the
never
car.
done a backflip before, and
See,
you just decided to do one day.
I landed this hoe
off
though.
of a car.
I landed this hoe all 10 toes. The ball and the heels touched the ground. See, what had happened was the left foot had landed slightly in a hole, and it was wet. It had been dewy, been real dewy in the morning. So when the dewiness hit the bottom of my shoe in the slightness of the hole, I slipped, and then it went black. And then I got up.
And it went black.
Yeah, and I got up, and then I was like, "Hey, kinfolk, I don't feel too good." And he was like, "Nigga, what the fuck's wrong with your arm?" And then like,
So you didn't even notice.
no, like you don't notice it until you gotta look at it and be like, "Oh shit." Nigga.
and then you freak out. And
My
then it
whole
starts
shit look
hurting.
like a jigsaw puzzle. Okay.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I've never broken a bone before.
Good job.
So, yeah.
I've broken a bone twice. I broke in this wrist all the way through, and then I broke this one on a hairline fracture, which it's not really a break. It's a lie. That's a lie. I mean, you have like a hair length. It's like that much of a distance between a break. So, I mean, it's pretty much a break. But anyway,
Yeah.
2 times.
Dang.
Yeah.
You don't need to be tumbling.
No. No.
But you know what? You could go to like a local gym where they have safety mats and stuff to help you out so you don't hurt
If I go
yourself.
to a local gym, it's a goal and a basketball hoop somewhere around. Like, basketball somewhere around. That is about it. That's all I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
You can keep your cardio, your gymnast, your Muay Thai, your Tai Chi, your yoga, your yogurt. You can keep all that shit. If I'm going to the gym, we hooping or we having a lock-in.
Yeah.
Like
A lock-in.
Yeah, I took you niggas back, didn't I?
Oh my
took
gosh,
you niggas
we used
back,
to have
didn't I?
lock-ins at gymnastics. Those are fun.
Oh, they're
We used to
absolutely
jump. We used to jump. There used to be there was an attic,
Mhm.
and it was maybe like, I would say like 25 feet, 25 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
We used to jump out that. We used to jump out of it at our lock-ins.
Like
it was fun.
into what?
And some of the girls it was a pit,
Okay.
but some of the girls used to do like double backflips, and I would never do that. But
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have jumped in the pit. Like,
it was scary, but it was fun.
you couldn't even talk me into that shit in the movie script. You mean my character does what? Nah, I'm good, bro. Nah, I'm
It
kidding.
was fun.
I'm good. So speaking of stunts, I saw on your Instagram that there was a mention of American Ninja.
Oh, yeah.
Warrior. You did that?
I did, yes.
So how was that experience?
Wow. American Ninja Warrior was an experience, you guys. So actually, I didn't like apply for the position. It's like a reality show. It's like a reality show. So
it's cheaters.
they had hit me up, like their production team or whatever, and because I'm like a fitness enthusiast on Instagram, and so they hit my manager up, and then my manager hit me, and he was like, "Hey, American Ninja Warrior wants you on the show. Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
Like what? I was like, "Yeah." So then they told me, okay, now that we know you want to do it, you got to apply. So I applied and I made it because, whatever.
Right.
So by the time they told me that I was going to be on the show, I had a month to train. And I've never done anything like that before. So I was like, okay, I'm not just going to go out here and just, not, you know what I mean?
I'm not going to go out here and just give you my followers, bro. I'm actually giving it an attempt.
So I trained for a month straight. Oh my god. And I trained at Iron Sports. So there's
Iron Sports.
Yeah, in Houston, Texas. There's a lot of people that compete in American Ninja Warrior. There's the guy that owns the gym. Hold on. I don't know if this is true or not, but I believe the guy that owns the gym like does really well in the competition like every year.
I mean, I believe if you have a gym built for it.
Yeah, so they were training me, and I mean my hands were all messed up. I was bleeding every day, but I was in really good shape.
Did you do the hand bite thingy?
Oh, I got a video.
Oh
You're talking
shit!
About the salmon ladder.
Yeah.
Let me show you. I learned how to do the salmon ladder.
Yeah.
I got a video. Yeah. So
yeah, you never thought that you'd be talking about American Ninja Warrior on this bitch, did you?
No, American Ninja Warrior was definitely.
Oh, I mean not you, cause you probably talk about people at home. They're like, oh shit.
Really?
That shit, yeah. That shit
So okay, here's the thing though. I fell on the third obstacle. So I didn't get TV time.
Oh.
Yeah, but
I mean, you got to run the track as a course.
Yeah, it was cool. It was definitely an experience. It was really fun.
So I wonder how they cause I mean, some people don't make it all the way through, right? Like they'll show like a couple of people that make it through, and then they'll show a couple people who didn't make it through. Did they say anything about how they choose that? How they would choose that?
You have to be like, yeah, that's what it is. And I thought I was a character because I did a flip. I was like trying to be extra, and they didn't pick me.
They were like, yeah, so that's not a tutu you're wearing, so. Oh, it's on the page?
Yeah, there it is right there.
Okay.
I did 3 times. Yay!
Work. All right.
I was excited.
Can it? Can they see that? All right. Well, it's on the Instagram page. Go to Feel Like Candy,
Yay!
and you can definitely check that one out as well. Plus a whole bunch of other fly ass pictures. Which you got a lot of followers, man.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yay!
That shit's hard.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of followers, so that's how I know it's hard. Goddamn.
It's very hard. It's very hard. It's very hard. It's like a job.
So what is one tidbit of information you would give somebody who would try to get their followers up?
Oh my gosh. There's definitely not one tidbit. There's quite a few things that, you know, you have to do that. So I would say, number one, be consistent. Like consistency, and that's with anything. That's not only with like Instagram. That's with anything that you want to be successful in. Like you have to be consistent with whatever you're doing. But with Instagram, I did a lot of like research. I know that's weird. Like Instagram was my life, but I did a lot of research prior to me like gaining an audience. And one thing that someone told me was you have to give people something for free. Okay, so whether that's like makeup tutorials, workouts,
Giveaway.
it's like, yeah, you give away a product for free. And that's what helps a lot of people grow, you know, their Instagram fashion. Like people like are pretty much low-key stylists on Instagram, you know, because they're posting like their wardrobe. Yeah, stuff like that. So that's helped a lot. Also, one thing, this is big right here. This is probably what's helped me out a lot. Interacting with your audience.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you know, don't interact with their audience, and I try my hardest to let my audience know that I see them and I love them, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't, you know what I mean, have the support that I have. So I try my hardest to interact with them.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one. I mean, I try to do it myself, honestly. I think there's maybe been 2 comments that slipped by, and then I was like, damn, it's kind of late to try to say something now.
Oh, I always.
Yeah, I try to stay on top of it.
Yeah, and then also it's Instagram, so there's nothing but pictures and videos, so you obviously have to give quality content.
True.
That's like a duh. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're giving trash content, nobody's gonna, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And you have to give quality content. So yeah.
Speaking of quality content, you're a mighty fine specimen of woman.
Yeah.
How'd you keep that figure, lady?
Wow, crazy. So I actually used to weigh 190 pounds, which was like I weigh like 160. My go-to weight is like 154, but I'm not there. But I used to weigh 190, and I went through.
Let's be fair. How tall are you as well?
5'8".
Okay.
Yeah. So I went through like, I don't know, like depression and all this crazy stuff. So in order to get out of that, I started working out and I started relieving all of my stress. And then I low-key became like, I don't want to say addicted, but it was just an outlet for me, you know? And my body just started transforming, and yeah, that's how I kept myself in shape.
Nice.
I actually right now I go to 2 different gyms, and then I try to eat as healthy as possible. Sometimes I don't do a great job at that, but I definitely am very consistent in the gym.
Yeah.
And I do abs all the time.
Abs.
I do an ab workout at home, like very often.
Is that like? Do you feel like that's really key in a workout? Is that?
That's key to my pictures. I do it. I do an ab workout before my pictures and my videos.
You got the Instagram up? Well, yeah, go to the Instagram so that way they can understand like what she's talking about as far as her pictures. Because I mean, she's got some really good pictures up here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, not that one. That's the wrong Instagram page. Fit Like Candy.
Yeah. Yeah, just bring another one up. Then we can show them both. See.
Because we need them to go to both pages.
Word. Word. So, I lost my train of thought just sitting up there thinking about these pages, man.
These pictures.
Yeah, man, because, like, no, you have some, I wouldn't, like, there's a lot of pictures, I've seen a lot of posts where it's like, that's just an attention whore. What are you? You showing this? Were you showing that to people? Okay. Well, I mean, if you're gonna play the audio, you're gonna show the picture, man. I know. But yeah. So, damn it, Kevin.
My pictures. You saying some people are attention seekers.
Yeah, I see pictures that you're like, that's just an attention whore type of picture. You know what I'm saying? You're really just seeking attention. This is, or it's considered over. Like I would consider it over the top. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really consider your pictures over the top. Oh, you do you?
I mean,
that's.
I mean, I like when I first started using Instagram, I was a little nervous with, you know, the type of content I was posting. And, you know.
Those abs, Kevin, you ain't shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get that a lot, though. A lot of people are like, you know, your Instagram's very clean. And I'm like, for real? Like, I don't know.
Oh, let me give you an example here. Cause see, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I go to Facebook, I go to Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And then I might go to something else, but those are kind of like my main two things.
Yeah.
And like some shit's just like, I gotta show you an example, cause it's like, okay. And no, I'm not gonna put somebody on blast for everybody at the crib.
Oh yeah, she tripping.
Let's see. That's all right. We're getting there.
What?
Yeah. And I mean, this is another female artist. That's also the reason why I'm not, you know what I'm saying, putting it out there. But it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
There's more of these pages than, you know what I'm saying, your pages where it's kind of like you're just kind of.
Though, is just the fact that I'm like, because low key is kind of the same. The only thing that saves me is that I'm a fitness enthusiast. You feel me? So it's like,
I mean that, and you're not
like,
spread eagle in this joint.
I'm not spread eagle, but I'm just showing, you know like my abs.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like tips and nips. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like,
I'm not like.
Yeah, like every third picture where I'm seeing your body, it's like I can't even imagine you no more. This is like, you just showed me everything. All right.
Oh, that's what y'all do on Instagram.
Hope your music rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, your shit better slap, bitch. Or we going Pornhub for you. It's a future on Pornhub for you, sure.
Oh, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans?
Hey, girls is making money on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
For real. No, girls are making bread on OnlyFans.
Girls are making bread, period.
Facts. Yup. Facts. We got it easy.
Nice try, though. I mean, you had the hand. You should just had it latched up. Tripping.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So, before we get out of here, because we're getting ready to close.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to let people know about you that we might have missed?
That I'm awesome.
I mean, I don't think they missed that.
That I'm awesome. No, I'm excited about my single on Friday. That's dropping. That's super exciting. We're gonna be making a lot of promo runs this week, next week. You know, I'll be posting all the flyers on my Instagram, Fit Like Candy, and my music page, Fit Like Candy Music.
Do you mind showing those, Kev?
Also, all my social media platforms are Fit Like Candy: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know, all that. But just look out for the single on March 6th, and I hope to see everyone on some of our promo events. That would be awesome. I would love to see people. That like, I love meeting people.
Do you know when your next promo event may be?
Tomorrow. I'm going to be at Knockouts, yes. I'm going to be at Knockouts.
Is it going to be both of them?
Yes.
Or is it gonna be
oh,
Addison?
Just one.
Addison? It's just the Addison?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Well, shit. Nah, I don't want them coming to the exclusive event that I was invited to via text message. You niggas got to... Bitch, I don't get many of those. I mean, I don't know how
To
popular you think I
Addison?
may be. Look, it's a whole event for a nigga like me to get to Addison these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I'm not living right with the law.
Why not? You got warrants?
Had warrants.
Hey,
Ish.
never mind. Let me not say that.
No, I mean you can.
No, because it's about me and warrants.
Well, fuck the law. We ain't playing. But please go ahead one more time. Give them the social media so that way they can get that from you again. And
Yes.
then we're gonna run out with the song one more time so that way they can hear it. Those who didn't get to hear it at first can hear it at the end.
Okay, yeah. So all my social media platforms are gonna be Fit Like Candy. That's everything spelled right, no underscores. FITLIC. Wow, I can't spell.
There we go.
FITLIKECANDY. And then my music page on Instagram is Fit Like Candy Music. And my single is dropping on March 6th, this Friday.
All right.
And
Yeah.
the single's name is Boss.
And
Yeah.
here we go. Thank you for tuning in to Dallas View Internet Radio Show. Candy, thank you for coming and kicking with us and hang out. Oh, before we go anywhere, god damn it, I almost forgot. Castles and Crooks. What's up with that?
Yeah,
I noticed
okay.
I noticed a lot of that in your pictures.
Oh gosh, this company is based out.
Crooks and Castles.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love this company so much. They sent me some clothes, so I'm just wearing it. It's awesome. It's comfortable. They have a lot of
They have a
cool
lot of shit like on
stuff.
the cool. I've been seeing their stuff for a while.
Yeah.
Hell, I've been seeing their shit bootleg. Like it's like they're
Yeah.
really that popular. Out
This
there, you know what
guy,
I'm
no.
saying? You said no.
He has I was like, yeah, I gotta take some pictures for this company, Crooks and Castles. And he was like, oh, they're so dope. I have 4 jumpsuits from them. So yeah, they're popping.
Yeah, they are.
They're popping.
They absolutely are. So
Yeah.
for anybody who's trying to look like she, you know what I'm saying, Crooks
Crooks and Castles.
Castle.com, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
check
they
that
have
shit
some
out.
cute stuff. For sure.
And if you guys like to, you can cut a check. I ain't tripping. This is Dallas View Internet Radio Show. It's your boy Little Holla Man. All about the money.
Yeah.
Candy, thank you for kicking it with us.
Thank you for having me.
Boss. Here we go. Logo, Kev.
My belt buckle. If I fuck him, I'm a flugger. We so wet like plumber, or I'm spicy like sriracha. Baddest bitch up on his roster. Sex game proper, give me dates with steaks and lobsters. Y'all motherfuckers ain't ready. Tearing up the slab in a red box Chevy. Pills like dope, smoke like dope. Took me to the mall and bought me Christian Loeb. When I'm on top, I make his head spin. Yeah, call me out my name when we sexin'. Hey. Red skin, cold hearted. Time is money, probably need to start charging ya. I'm the bitch right here, bitch right here. 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 Y'all ain't really living what you rapping. I'm the real boy's captain. I really got it. Y'all be acting. Got him hoping and wishing I give him some action. Y'all better ask these boys. What? I ain't laying with them. They wanna be trying to get in my jeans. Get back, you couldn't hit if you was me. Curve game strong, call it Hercules. Money making machine. I'm getting coins, Chuck E. Cheese. Wait, heard y'all bitches was looking for me. Here I go, who she thinks she bad? Girl, stop telling me what I know. They keep telling me that I'm off cause I don't talk enough. But y'all still ain't none cause y'all talk too much. Shut up. I'm the bitch right here, bitch right here. I'm the bitch right here, bitch right here. here. Boss bitch right here. I'm the bitch right